Hello guys. So there is this discussion that I was doing, and I thought it would be a great idea if I am going to share this with everybody, and I advise everyone on it. So um, somebody asked me a question, like in another program that I was, and then the person said he was a man, of course, and then he said, "Is there any reason?" Yeah, he said, "Is there any reason where a man can beat a woman, like kurova munhukadzi, either it's a girlfriend or it's your wife? Is there any reason to do that, that you can justify yourself and say, of course, it was because she did that, that's why I used to beat her, because she did this, so I got a reason to beat her." And everybody would be like, yeah, I think that was enough reason to beat a woman. So that was quite a tough discussion, and then I have to think about it, and I said on my own, what I should, the way that I answered them is like, as for me, I think when I'm doing this, like advising to, I think the only person that you can advise and listen to you is maybe your son. So I was telling them, like, one day if I'm going to have a son and I have a chance like to advise him, and then you never know, like these days you can just die where you give birth to a son. But I think what I'm doing right here, if I get to have a son and then I die before the time, like to advise him, I think this is the advice that I would give to my son. So I think and I believe there is no reason, like under no circumstance, like under no circumstance a man should have to beat a woman. Hakuna chikonzero chinoita kuti munhurume arove munhukadzi, either it's a brother to beat a sister, or a husband to beat a wife, or a boyfriend to beat a girlfriend. I believe there is it is under no circumstance somebody should do that, because first reason is that because there's no way a woman, of course there are some women, like few of them, that can beat men. There are very few of them. I could just say maybe 5% of men that can fight back to a man and then manage to conquer the fight. That's what I must say. So what I think, it shouldn't be any circumstance a man should beat a woman. First reason is because women, we are so fragile. We're just born like that. We are just born fragile. And even if you listen from the Bible, it says that it is a duty for a man to take care of your wife. So it is a duty for a brother to take care of a sister. It is a duty for a husband to take care of a wife, and for everybody else who is a man to take care of anyone who is a woman. So what I'm going to share with you guys, like what the advice that I'm going to give to my son is that just when they are little babies, when they are still boys, you should like tell them, if they have a sister, you should just educate your son, telling him that, you know what, women are so fragile, you should take care of your sister, you should not beat a woman under no circumstances, to just slap or whatever, take a belt or something and slap or beat a woman under no circumstance. So I think this education is lacking in our African culture, especially to us Zimbabweans. I still remember when I was young, I have a baby brother. He's just as old as me, like in appearance. He's so tall. And my grandmother used to say, "Midi, you don't have to talk to your brother like that, because it comes a day when he is going to slap you." And he is my baby brother. I think we have a difference of 4 years between us. So you see that the education, black people, like African, I don't know, I can just say most Zimbabweans, like way back there, the education that they are giving to the boys, that you have to control women, you have to give them a place where they must know that this is my only portion, this is my only position. I don't have to go this far, I don't have to go that far because I am a woman. So what I'm thinking right now is that to every man who beat his wife, or to every boyfriend who beat his girlfriend, or a brother who beat his sister, I think the blame is to their parents. I think that's where the blame is, because whenever he is trying to do that while he is still young, in 2 years of age or 3 years of age, you should tell him, of course, it is bad to fight, but don't you ever slap a woman. She is a girl, she's so fragile, you have to take care of her. So whenever, even when he grows up, like when he is in his 30s, whenever he wants to raise his hand to a woman, he remembers that his mother told him that you must not beat a woman under no circumstance. So what I believe, that to those who are married, I think if we are in that relationship where your husband is beating you, girl, you shouldn't just stay, because your body, I don't know, your body, mine is so fragile. I don't like allow anybody to slap me. Even if you ask people that I went to school with, they know that when it was my turn to get a hide, that wasn't easy. So what I think, that if you're in that marriage where you see your husband is beating you, I don't know, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry to you boys if you are beating your wives, but what I think, if it was in my shoes and my husband is beating me, I could think of 2 things. The first one is that he doesn't love me anymore, because I don't think like he has the right to beat me. He doesn't have that right. So I think he doesn't love me anymore. And secondly, I would think that he is another girlfriend, because what I know is that it's a duty, according to Bible, it's a duty for a man to love your wife. So you don't attack, like you don't beat your wife under no circumstance, because if you love her, you shouldn't beat her, because that person you are dealing with, she has her own character that she has been grow up with. She has been taught different things on different places with the different people. So that character, I think by the time you decide that I want to marry you, you should be understanding of that character. You should be knowing the character of the person that you are marrying. So when you are together, like in a relationship, you are in a marriage like for 2 years or 3 years time, I don't believe that you should be slapping her, because already you should be adjusting to her character, and she should be adjusting to your character also. So I don't find any time, while I don't find any chance or any negativity energy that can drive you to beat here. I don't find anything like that. So what I think is, you guys, to those guys who are beating their wives, you shouldn't do that. According to God, according to our nature, of course, according to our culture. Back then, I think there was a reason. But when I get married, as for myself, when I get married, my grandma, she's almost 100, and she was like, Midi, now wakururwa, iwo kana warurwa, ukazofunga kuti iwo uchade murume, pauchadzoka uchiudza vanhu kuti nini handichade murume, vachakubvunza kuti akambokurova here. So kana akakurova, unotaura kuti akakurova, ende uchanzwa vanhu vese vachiti saka mamuchida kuti mwana adiwo, saka mamuchida kuti mwana adi, saka mamuchida kuti mwana adi. So what I believe, even according to our culture, murume hafanonga achirova mukadzi. And according to this generation, I was saying to the other guys again, according to this generation, you should understand that women of nowadays, they are so intelligent, like vakamutsa vakangwara, they are up to technology, they are up to everything, and they are so clever. When I was in school, I remember in my class, we could hear the number 1 up to number 7 maybe, or even up to number 8, 9. They were all girls. It was us girls dominating in the class, and then boys we could find 1 or 2 in top 10. So I think that's still going. I don't know nowadays in primary level or high school level, but that was happening when I was in school. So that means even if we are in the houses, of course the Bible said the man is the head of the family. Nai. So kana murume ari musoro wemba azvireve kuti mukadzi wako anogona kunge asina njere kudarika iwewe. So the other thing is that varume vemazuva ano they are feeling degraded because vakadzi vavo they are achieving more than what they are achieving themselves. So, but what I can advise girls in the you must never stop. You must never stop, girls. We must always do our best, trying to work hard. Find your happiness in whatever you are doing, rather than kuti unotozeza kuti now baba vakuuya. And what I can advise to girls, if uri musikana kana mukomana wako akatokurova, it should be the end of your love. Ndifungidzira kuti munofanira kunge muchizodanana futi kana musikana wako akakurova. So what I think is kana mukomana wako akakurova, because kana achikurova uri musikana, what more ukazenge wave mukadzi wake wane vana, because he is going to take you maybe as his kind of property or something else, because anenge auti ndakakurora. So kana ukaona uchirova nemukomana wako, denda angokurova iroro must be the end of it all, girls. We must be clever enough to stand our ground. And ukarohwa nemunhu musungise, either it's your brother kana akakurova musungise, either it's your boyfriend akakurova musungise. I believe even your husband akakurova musungise, because that's being respectful. In all the relationships that we have at church, in families, in wherever we are in marriages, respect is the most important thing. So kana munhu asingakwanise kurespecta nyama yako, as for me, of course ndiri munhu mutema ndakasviba zvangu, but I believe my skin is so fragile. I don't like it when anybody wants to scratch it or to touch it or to slap it. So yeah, we must be prepared, guys, for you never know. It comes to your path like kuti munhu ari kukurova, stand your grounds. If you have that powers to fight back, as for me, I can't fight back. I know even I can't fight back even my baby brother. I can't even fight back my husband. But there are girls out there who know to stand their grounds. If you can fight back, okay, but not gonna kuuraiwa. So munhu wese ari kungokurova chete kana ari murume ari kukurova, make sure you stand your grounds. And what I think, boys, there is no under circumstance chiro akakuhurira murambe, even the Bible says that kana akakuhurira murambe, kana akakudisrespecta mudzoti inini shamwari, if you want to be with me, relationship yedu inodai so tell her that, and then she has to understand. So aufana ungochiti akakanaka, aufana unge uchiti zvoni iwewe unotadza kurarama your free life nekuti une murume anokurova. I was telling this to one of my friends the other day. Ndichimudzoti, do you even know kuti mukadzi anoshushwa nemurume anooneka? Mukadzi anoshushwa nemurume anooneka, face yake chaiche kuti utaura naye nyaya, haana dhati freedom, haana dhati space. As girls or as women, you must know to have your own space. You must know to explore, how to explore your life. Don't let anybody control you, especially munhu ari abusive. Don't stay in an abusive relationship. Mukomana anokurova siya, murume anokurova siya, hanzvadzi inokurova, mark your territory. I think that's the best that I can tell you, because those people are so powerful kwatiri isusu zvekuti havambotikwanisi. They are so powerful zvekuti isusu hatimbovagoni. So if you know that kuti uyu munhu handizombobve ndakamukurira, don't let them manipulate you, don't let them do whatever they want with your life. You must take care of yourself, stand your ground. Under no circumstance a boy must slap a girl or must beat a girl or must whatever, do something unnecessary to your body. Just stand your ground. When I was reading, I always read on, I think that's what I'm going to do now, like coming up with all these kind of stories that I'm reading and some people are sharing with me, then I can come with them here. And then guys, give me your opinion. What do you think? Do you think vakadzi vanofana kurohwa? Do you think kuti vasikana vanofana kurohwa? Somebody was saying, of course you don't have to beat a woman, but they must know kuti iwewe unorova. Automatically we know kuti varume vanorova. So handitomboni kuudzwa kunzi anorova nekunge iye andirova. Inini wanzi wangu ndirova kana uri murume wangu we are divorcing, kana uri mukomana wangu we are separating, and I'm going to sue you, whoever is going to beat me kana achingori murume chete. inini I would do just stand still if kana ndarohwa nomwe mukadzi like me, because we have the same power, we have the same emotional, we have whatever that is in same quality, same quantity with women. So kana mukadzi akarwa neni, that's fine, kana akandrohwa, that's fine, but I don't just I can't just keep quiet kana ndichirohwa nemurume. I can't just keep quiet kana ndikange ndichirohwa neboyfriend kana ndikange ndichirohwa nebrother yangu. That's being abusive, because Mwari vanhu ivavo akatovasika vaine simba rakawanda rakakura kudarika redu, ende Mwari akavasika I believe kuti ivo vave nepower over us ravainaro iroro, but I don't think kuti Mwari akavasika kuti vachiabuse. I think Mwari akavapa that power so that they can protect us. When we are in danger, they have to protect us. I was saying zvangu like last year pakanetsa Black Lives Matters. I thought to the other end, according to my abusirwa anoitwa vakadzi, my black women with our black husbands, we don't have to be sure, but varume vedu chaivo vatori vatema sesu maabusirwa vanotiita. So they were like Black Lives Matters because that was murume. If anga ari mukadzi, I think zvaigona kusatombotaurwa nezvazvo, or zvaigona kuzotaurwa kuzonzi like a woman life matters, zvatozopindirwa nevamwe vakadziwo, maybe varungu vakutozomira kuti upenyu hwemukadzi hwakakosha zvienda nekuti abuswa nemurume. So it's like girls are being abused every day. Unoona panews mukadzi auraiwa, musikana abayiwa, musikana apfurwa, musikana aitwa sei. Girls, we don't have to shut ourselves because of our fellow human beings nekuti varume. Kana ukarohwa taura, kana ukakasetaura, because whatever treatment yauri kupa, let's say kuti it's a boyfriend who is beating a girlfriend, that is same treatment that you are giving to that girlfriend is the same treatment. How could you feel if it was the same treatment that your sister's boyfriend is doing to her, or if it's the same treatment that your future son-in-law is going to do to your daughter? How are you going to take it? So I think we should just be in a position of respecting women no matter how they are. If you don't like the relationship, just move away. If you like, you feel like I'm being frustrated with this woman, just move away, rather than thinking that you can control it. And I don't believe that you can control. I don't believe that you can control a girl who has been brought up by her parents maybe up to 22, 23, 24, 25, and you think that you can change that person. By the time that you are going to marry her, you should know that this is not my type. You should know that. So if you carry on with the character, that means you have to carry on with the character in the house. If you feel like I'm being suffocated in this relationship, I think it's high time you just move away. Like, let me live here alone. Let me just move my life and just find myself, find my happiness. And for sure you're going to find it if you do it that way, rather than beating one kumurova every day, and then kumukuwaza. And I believe as for us women, the first cut, like the first beat that you give me, if you just slap me for once, like the first time, I'll never ever forget that until I die. That means even if I die at 100, I'm going to remember that wakandrova. That's why you see kuti vamwe varume vanozo kutunza akauraiwa nemukadzi wake poison and so forth, because we are so fragile, so that if we are so fragile that we can't fight you back. So when we try to fight you back, that means we are going to destroy you, because we don't have my powers like Ezubakira says we don't have my powers Mbama says amunazo. So I have to come up with something that I have to defeat you like for good. So I think we have to, as boys, as wakomana, we should take care of our girls, we should take care of our sisters, take care of your wife, take care of your mothers. Don't let anybody disrespect a woman. Don't let anybody disrespect your mom, disrespect your sister, disrespect your friend. As long as you know that she is so fragile, she can't defend herself, you have to stand the ground for her. I think we have to learn to talk like Sivaskana, Sivakomana, husbands and wife. We should have learned to talk like whenever we are in certain position that we are not being able like to share our emotions. We should learn to just shut up or move away. Then when things are settled, you come around and then you talk about it. After talking about it, see, like, Miji, when you did that, sorry, I was expecting that you are going to react that way. I'm very sorry that I couldn't fulfill your wishes. I'm very sorry kuti iwo watadza kundinzwisisa ndandichizama kutaura so, and then the other part will be like, I was trying to do so. I'm sorry. I think mwari vanokudzwa nazvo, and you will be all healthy, all fit, all fine, nema free spirits, rather than kuti mukadzi anotozezwa kuti baba vaiva kudzokawo basa, kana kuti musikana anototi inini rega ndichinjere kuti because pane mukomana anondifrustrate anogarapo. We should just know that women are so fragile, like boys, especially boys. We should know that women are so fragile. You should take care of your sister, take care of them. I think that's the advice that I'm going to give, like, to my son, even if I'm not going to give it to him, but I think it comes a time, that's why I'm doing all these videos, like one day you will just listen to me and then you catch up. So I think the blame is to our mothers and our grandma, whoever didn't tell us, like, we should take care of the women, like, you should take care of them. Even if you read the Bible, you hear that Adam amuka kuhope dzake, when he saw Eve, he was like, this is the bone of my bone, like, I have to take care of this because ipfupa rangu. That's what you have to do to your sister, to your wife, to everybody who is a woman. Just know that he is a pfupa remapfupa angu. And then vakadziwo, we should learn to give respect to varume. Not saying kuti kuvazeza, but give the respect to them, because that's what the Bible says again. It said that varume vakadzi tinofana kuva pasi pevarume, tinofana kuvarespecta because they are so powerful from us, but hatifani kuvarega vachiti underrate, vachiti degrade, vachiti dzikisira, vachiti uraya, because women are being killed out there. Ine mbuya wangu vagara vachitaura kuti vanogara vachitozvitaura because she's still there. Vanogara vachitozvitaura kuti you don't have to fight with anybody, you don't have to push somebody so hard because tinofema nepakasiyana. Ndo matauro vanoita hanzi tinofema nepakasiyana. She's like, tinofema nepakasiyana. Ukangomupusha akanorowera pamadziro kana kuti pakona yewardrobe akafa, unonzi wakauraya munhu. And people, they are not going to understand kuti wakamuuraya hawo. You are being a murderer because you pushed somebody, you are being a murderer because you slept somebody. So I think vakomana tinofana kumeka sure kuti tiri kuchengetedza vahanzvadzi dzedu, tiri kuchengetedza vasikana, tiri kuchengetedza ana mama vedu. We have to make sure that kuti tiri kuvachengetedza, kwete kuti vanotozeza kuti zvino zvavakuuya, zvino akazvinzwa, zvino zvikadai. So I don't think that's the right way to live, like easy for us isusu maZimbabwean. Somebody was asking, like, paFacebook akati naini chimbonyatsoundiudzai kuti tichazovawanepi varume vasingahure, varume vasingashushe, varume vasingarove, varume vasingadai. So and you could know kuti hatichazombovawana. But I think the solution is that we, our own generation, boys of nowadays, patichaita vana vedu vakomana, let's try to educate them according to the good ways, not kungoti hani kuti mwana mukomana ari strong, ane good personality. Ngatibvisei the spirit of, I don't know, mashona here, I don't know. I am a shona too, I love being mushona, but ndine problem nevana anababa vanopa authority kuvana vakomana vadiki like kuti you are now the father of the family, you are now the head of the family. Zvikuita kuti vasikana varegere kuenjoy their freedom because pane patori nekamukomana kadiki kwauri ne6 years, but kane kachitofunga kuti iko ndiko baba. It should be just in a name of a title in our totems, but I don't think kuti it should be in a controlism manner, like anotofila kutoti ndiri baba, zvekuti paachatozoita mukadzi wake he's already baba kudhara, saka ane kamwe kakuita kaanenge ainako. I think kids must be treated the same, and then vasikana vakomana ngavadzidziswe kuchengetedza vasikana, and then vasikana must be taught to respect vakomana. I think tikadaro tinogona kubatsirika. That's what I would teach my son, kuti under no circumstances you should beat a woman. Under no circumstances you should beat a woman. As for me, kurowa, it's a no. We can do whatever we can do. Tinotadzirana nezvimwe, but ukazoona munhu akusimudza ruoko achikungova akutotyisa munhu iye, kwandiri anenge akutotyisa, haatogarike naye. So I think we should know that kuti hatifanire kunge tichirova vasikana under no circumstance. And then vasikana vanorova varume, wow, good luck, because muchauraiwa vanhu ivava vari so powerful kudarika isusu. Bhaibheri ndo zvarinotaura, so good luck but muchauraiwa. So I don't advise kuti vakadzi varove varume, but I wish I could see that kuti kune mukadzi anenge achitorova murume otochema, otorara pasi, otobata gotsi, otozomona akasonwa masicha akarumwa aitonzi akarohwa nemukadzi, like zvaunoona vakadzi vakaitwa achinzi akarohwa nemurume. I wish I could see that, but I think to have a healthy environment, a healthy life, a God-fearing environment, varume, let's respect vanhukadzi. Every murume, let's respect every munhukadzi. That will be a nice thing to do, and I appreciate that. Kana Mwari vakatibatsira kuita izvozvo. So yeah, that was the story, guys. Ndozvandakasanganawo nazvo mufamba, and I thought I can talk about it. Of course, ndine zvakawanda zvandaida kutaura, but anyways, you can just ask a question, then could DM kwangu, then whether WhatsApp, Facebook, whatsoever, then I'm going to come around and answer to some name ask her again. But I think yeah, that is it for today, because now yeah, it's time up, guys, and love you so much. Bye.